Hi everybody, how's it going? Have you noticed I've got a completely different look now? I no longer look homeless. So I'm back for a video. I haven't made a video in a very long time, but I'm pretty excited to share what I got. I got 20 records to share right now. So yeah, in the background right now, we're hearing Brian Eno's Music for Airports. What a fantastic record this is. This is a must-have for anybody who wants to just dabble in ambient music, or anybody who loves Eno, of course. But this is a great record. Hopefully it's not too loud behind me. And the record that was being my face, which I think it would be fun if everybody started their video that way. Huh? What do you think? Huh? Find a record that has like a wacky ass face on it, and then just place it over your mug and let's have a little bit of fun with this. All right, so the first record I'm going to feature is a reissue of the original 1997 copy of Godspeed You Black Emperor's F-sharp, A-sharp, Infinity. They called the record F-sharp, A-sharp, Infinity because most of the songs begin with those chords for one, and the record itself, on the B-side, it has a continual loop in the dead wax kind of thing, and it just keeps going back and forth, the A-sharp, F-sharp, A-sharp, Infinity, so it just keeps going. It's pretty interesting. But these records, when they were originally released, featured 3 different photographs that were pasted onto the front. I don't know if you can see that, but it's embossed there, Godspeed You Black Emperor. Constellation Records is who put this out, and they do a fantastic packaging job. It's unbelievable, the amount of work and the stuff that they put in it. For example, so there's the jacket for that. This piece of artwork, I believe silk screened, a tribute to the Reverend Gary Davis, came with it, done by one of the band members. And also this manila envelope that has some things in it. I'll show you what it has. So it has like the information. Sorry, I'm taking so long doing this, but it has the information about this record that they wanted to release. Godspeed You Black Emperor, for those who don't know, are a Montreal, Canada-based band that started, I don't know, this was their first album, and it was released in 1997, so around then. And they also released this little interesting thing that was in there. They're very kind of a political band. They were actually busted in the States at one point because someone thought that they were terrorists, which of course was not true, but it's just interesting. And this is the most every record that was released of F-sharp, A-sharp, Infinity came with a Canadian penny that was run over. Sorry, you don't need to see my battered finger there, but run over by a train, so you can't see anything on it. But really interesting, sort of everything falls together, you know, like with the picture on the front of the train, and then they did this really strange sort of schematics thing that goes with it. So yeah, and on top of that, oh my goodness, it's probably, I would say, ranks up there as one of their best records. I have 3 of their records now, and it's kind of a really good, I don't know how to explain them. And the record itself is on 180 gram vinyl, and it's completely black. There's no information at all on it. And they put on the dead wax also. I know I'm spending a lot of time on this record, but there's a lot to it. On the dead wax of this record also, they put the names of each side, and this side is black, uncertain, and beautiful, and it's etched straight in there into the dead wax. I doubt if you'd be able to see it if I tried to show you. And then on the other side it's nervous, sad, poor. So it really took a lot of effort and time with this record, and I always appreciate that. So I always give it props. Okay, so that's Godspeed You Black Emperor. Next record, Verve frontman Richard Ashcroft 12-inch, A Song for the Lovers. This was 50 cents at the local record store there. A little battered on the corner, but whatever. It's it's 12-inch. It's got really nice arrangements on the song. I'll admit I wasn't really familiar with Richard Ashcroft. I picked it up primarily because of the price and just, I like the artwork. It's really interesting. So that's that. Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers. It's Time For. Not his best. If you want to explore him, don't go out and get this one first. It's I don't know. It's a bit cheesy, if you ask me. But anyways, it is what it is, and I don't know. Not his best. Big Star 1000 is absolutely correct when he says that Robert Johnson is a must-have in every single collection, no matter what kind of music. If you only like dance music, get a Robert Johnson record, because he pretty much created dance music. All music. It all stems from this guy, honestly. Like, he is the pioneer of all of the modern music that we love and enjoy and collect with all these records. This was 1936. It was recorded in 1936. It's one of Robert Johnson's first records. It may be his actual first. It was recorded in a makeshift studio in San Antonio in a hotel room. It was released on Columbia Records. So it's pretty interesting because they really set it up for you with these illustrations, Just bare essentials for recording equipment, and it's true, like the recordings aren't the best quality, but what do you expect for 1936, So another 12-inch by Pill. This is Seattle and Body. I picked this one up pretty cheap too. I think it was $4 or something. I really like this band. I got one of their records a while back and really enjoyed it. So this one here is it's only 2 songs, but still it's pretty interesting. It's a 45, so there's that. Yeah. All right, so here's Bill, and then I really enjoyed the Ian Dury record that I got in the Blockheads a while back. I found that one sealed, and this one here I just picked up not too long ago. It's not as good as in my opinion, anyways, as the other one, but it's pretty good. Laughter. This is actually, I was really surprised to find out, but this one here is a German pressing, so I don't know how rare they are, but it says right down there, see, made in Germany, but having said all that, I really, really love this record too, and if you like Ian Dury, you definitely should check out this one. It's on Stiff Records, and The next one was a blind buy for me, but the guy at the record store basically told me it's like some of the best free jazz. So I picked it up. It was only $16. It's Wally Shoup, Chris Corsano, and Paul Flaherty, recorded live in Seattle, Washington, an album called Bounce Check. It was recorded in 2005, and each side is just one particular song. So as you can see, Carte Blanche and Buried Alive in Seattle, and they're like 18 minutes and 15 minutes long. So anyway, I've listened to this once already, and it's astonishing. It's really amazing. It's not just chaotic, free jazz. They actually take their time with it. They make a really, really interesting sort of atmosphere before they get all nutty, which is what I really like. And this one here, I was really surprised to find used. It was released when was it released? In 2009, so I don't imagine copies are easy to come by. But the Lemonheads, It's a Shame About Ray. This is a 2009 pressing. It's probably been reissued since then on Plain Records. It has Julia Hatfield on some of the vocals. And I picked this one up just for nostalgic reasons. This was probably one of the first indie bands or whatever, outsider music sort of thing that I heard as a kid. So anyways, that's pretty interesting. I love this song. They do a great version of Mrs. Robinson by, of course, Simon & Garfunkel. Frank Mills is a great song. Ceiling Fan in My Spoon. It's a Shame About Ray. If you guys don't know the Lemonheads, fronted by Evan Dando, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Next up, a specially priced 5-cut mini album by Echo and the Bunnymen. I'm really late to the Echo and Bunnymen front actually, because I don't know why. I didn't really have the opportunity to check them out. But this is my second by them. I have the other one there that has what is it, Songs to Sing or something like that with Killing Moon and stuff. But this is great. This is really great. Do It Clean live is really interesting. I like that stuff. So next up we got what do we have? Illuminations by Alice Coltrane and Carlos Santana. I took a chance on this one, and admittedly, it's not like my favorite kind of music. It's good. It's cheesy in points, though, I find. But anyways, it's interesting. It's really ambient, sort of spiritual jazz. I love that stuff. But yeah, this is it's on what is it on Columbia Records. So yeah, interested. Prefab Sprout's first record, Swoon. I don't really, another band I didn't really know much about, and admittedly, they're a band that are going to have to grow on me, because I'm not a huge fan yet, but I think with a few more listens it could really grow on me. Yeah, this is their debut album actually. I don't know, it just needs to grow on me. There's the back. This was a really wonderful find. Virginia Astley. It's sort of experimental pop music. It was produced by Ryuichi Sakamoto, and it's just it's unlike anything I've ever heard in that sense. Like it's really interesting stuff. Derek, you probably know about this artist. I just picked this one up on a whim. This was also 50 cents, and the record's called Hope in a Darkened Heart. But it's really interesting. Sort of ethereal vocals, like really high pitched kind of. I don't know. It's really interesting. Another band and admittedly I haven't even listened to this yet, but Bronski beat Hundreds and Thousands. This it was released in 1985 on London Records. Apparently there's one tune, Junk, I believe, that has some really interesting spoken word on it and stuff. I haven't listened to it yet. I just looked it up on Wikipedia. Peter Gabriel's third or fourth album? Fourth. Got Shock the Monkey on it and whatnot. And I don't know. I didn't have any Peter Gabriel for 50 cents. This was in great shape, so I picked it up. An artist that is again a nostalgic artist for me is Jim Croce. Don't Mess Around with Jim. 3 huge hits on this record. You Don't Mess Around with Jim, and let's see, what's the other one? Operator, and Hey Tomorrow, Time in a Bottle. But yeah, I think this one opens up. Yeah, it's got the lyrics. So Jim Croce, great stuff. Good singer, songwriter, folk writer, or folk singer. Blah, blah. Jerry Harrison, a guy who used to be in the Talking Heads and the Modern Lovers. This is his first solo album, The Red and the Black, and at times it's very Talking Heads-ish, you know, and rightfully so. Yeah, great stuff. Another nostalgic artist for me is Roy Orbison. I love Roy Orbison. Nobody in the history of music has a voice like Roy Orbison. It is absolutely, I don't know, for lack of a better word, angelic. Yeah. So, and this is the gatefold. It's the inside. I don't know what that is, And another artist that I like, but I didn't really know much about in the past, but I ended up finding some of his records quite cheap, is Gary Numan. Dance, one of the purveyors of electronic music, really. And but it's kind of ironic that this one's called Dance, because there really isn't one dance song on here. It's just it's synth pop, but it's really creative synth pop. Oh, I guess that goes this way. Oh, it's a centerfold. It's upside down centerfold. There you go. There's Gary in his prime. And very Pogues-ish record, band. The Men They Couldn't Hang, which is a British sort of folk, and they even infuse punk into their music, very much like the Pogues. Yeah, this is called Silver Town. When was this released? It was released 1990. So They have a lot of really political views and stuff on this, and it's really, really great record. I was so surprised. It looked cheesy as hell to me, man. Look at those guys. Like but they could really play. Really good musicianship. It's fantastic stuff. If you ever see this one, they actually opened for, if you ever saw David Bowie in 1990, well, they were the supporting band for David Bowie. So. Another artist I didn't know anything about, but David Rudder, Charlie's Roots, a record called Haiti. This is like a calypso kind of music, but it's really, really well done. He's a vocalist and an instrumentalist. This is a promo copy. Yeah, that's basically that. And the last record, Rick James, sorry, I was gonna say James Brown, but Rick James, The Street Songs. I picked this up for 50 cents. It's really, really beat, but the record itself is in pretty good shape. And of course, Super Freak is what he's mostly known for. So anyway, those are some of my recent vinyl finds. I might actually even do another one today. But thanks for watching, everybody, and hope you like the new look. And yeah, please leave some comments, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.